She loves when I do this. If I just hold it like this and I let her swing. She looks really not happy, but can you hear? You can't hear. I promise she likes it. Welcome back to the Crypto Gorilla YouTube channel. Today I wanted to look at some projects, some of them blue chips, some of them not. Most of them are already on the market, but there has been some rumors around some of them. So I wanted to take a look and figure out if some of these are buys, if I already purchased some, and just give my overall opinion. As usual, none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion, and my opinion could be wrong and you'll get totally wrecked. So always do your own research before buying or selling anything. So the market has been sort of a roller coaster ride. We're seeing a ton of old collections randomly pump. Nobody knows why. I've also been doing a lot of degenning, a lot of gambling. It's really not like me, but you know, the market's kind of boring at 1 a.m. when there's nothing to do. It's fun with your boys just in a voice chat to throw some money at a collection. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't, but it's fun. Now, one of the collections that we saw pumping is going to be Cool Cats. These were down really bad. They were under 2 ETH. And as you can see by these two candles, they started to get a ton of volume. So I did do some research into the wallets that we're buying. Somebody did tell me VCs were purchasing, so I wanted to figure that out. And there are a few wallets that, some of them notable wallets that we're buying. The first one, if I could scroll down and find it, is going to be this one, Time Hacker. Now, if we check his account, he does link it to his Twitter, and it is this account on Twitter, and he is a co-founder of Truth as well as Goblin Town. But what I found really interesting was that 7 months ago, he purchased this Cool Cat for 11 ETH. He sold it for 2.4, so he got absolutely wrecked. And this was roughly a month ago, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he comes and buys 2 Cool Cats. So for me, this was a signal. I was wondering what would make him, you know, change his opinion on Cool Cats and all of a sudden buy not 1, but 2. And there were some other wallets that bought. We have David R. Goldberg, as well as Drew Austin. And as you can see, both of them have some ties to VCs. Here you have Alpaca VC, and the other one is going to be Red Beard VC. Now, I know nothing about these VC firms. I don't know how big the money behind them is. However, I did go ahead and purchase a Cool Cat just with this whole narrative. As you can see here, they're going to have a town hall on Wednesday, September 21st. I am hoping that there is going to be some announcement of whether it's VC funding, a new CEO or a new takeover. Maybe they have a series or a partnership with a big existing company. Whatever that is, I personally don't care. I just want the price to go up. I purchased this purely as a flip. Now, my play here might be to sell it before the Twitter space even happens. And that's really going to depend how much volume there is and what the price goes to. I'm fine getting like a 1 ETH profit on this. And then, during the AMA, if they do announce if they got $10 million of funding or there's a partnership with, I don't know, Disney or something crazy and the price goes ballistic, I won't be as mad because I still made 1 ETH profit. I really feel like in this market, I have to lower my expectations and I can't always be buying things hoping to get a 10x or something crazy. I have to be comfortable getting a 1.5x or a 2x, or, sometimes I'm going to get wrecked. I'm never going to be okay with that, but I do have to be comfortable making these smaller gains. Now, if you do want exposure to this, and I'm not telling you that you should go buy any of this stuff because I have no idea if it's true. Maybe this was just a timed buy where they all buy together, they pump the price, and then they dump it on everybody else. But if you do want exposure, there are the Cool Pets. Now, when I saw these, they were at 0.12, so they already have almost 2x, but it is a much cheaper entry into the ecosystem. 0.2 versus having to spend 2.8 ETH. It's a lot cheaper and safer to bet on one of these. Now, my goal here isn't to, dump on Cool Cats. They are a cool community. I love the art. Their event in New York was actually really fun. I even got myself some merch, as you can see with this Cool Cat beanie. I got a little pin. I think I have a t-shirt or something. So I like the Cool Cats, but my goal here is just to make a quick flip. Now, the second one I want to talk about is going to be Azuki. If you're paying attention on Friday evening, Dingaling did sweep something like 13 Azukis. And keep in mind, he already has a ton. Here you can see he has 51. And if you go check his On Cyber account, he has a ton. He has a beautiful collection of Azukis. You can see here he has 5 gold hoodies. He also has a few Spirit Azukis. So he is quite stacked when it comes to these. So him buying a bunch more isn't the craziest thing. However, buying 13 is pretty bullish. We also saw some replies from Iced Coffee. He's the co-founder of the Spirit DAO. And he says here that he can't say much, but Q4 is going to be stacked for Azuki. Now, if you check their website, they have this world section with different stories that are going to be released. The first one is the alley. And back here on the left next to the masks, you could see that there's a calendar. Now, on the desktop version of their website, the calendar does say October. However, on the mobile version of their website, the calendar is switched to September and the X is on Friday, the 23rd. So that is causing some speculation speculation. And although nobody knows what it really is unless they have insider info, some people are speculating another airdrop. Some people are speculating that they're going to reveal a Netflix deal, which was once hinted by Zagabond in the past, but he never said that's going to happen. It was just a joke he made based on one of the characters in the Azuki lore and the IP rights to that character. But whatever it is, if they got funding, not that they need more money, if they got funding, a partnership, whatever it is, it has caused the price to spike. They were recently, I believe, at 5 Ethereum, maybe 6, and they went over 10 Ethereum. We also saw the beans. These were recently at 0.4. They went all the way to 1 ETH, although the floor or the wall at 1 ETH is extremely thick. So it is going to take a lot of sales for it to go above that. Now, the one I was looking at is going to be Bobu the Bean Farmer. This is roughly where I bought in at 0.045. Now I bought these, I was hoping for a 2x. I listed them at 0.0969 and I had 4 of them. Unfortunately, it almost got there. It got to like 0.08. However, a lot of people realized there was volume. A lot of people are holding these. The supply is 50,000, although 30,000 of them are still held by the Azuki team. But we did see a ton of listings. If you scroll down here, there's only 50 sales for me to make my 2x. However, we see people like this who come in and list 25. There's 2 of them. So that's 50 NFTs undercutting me right away. And that's one of the downsides of an 1155 contract. One person can come in and brick the floor. I've seen this happen for monoliths. The floor was doing really good, and then one person who owns 6 just comes in, undercuts like crazy, and him alone bricks the floor. But if we do see some major news, if we do see a major announcement, maybe it's going to be an airdrop on September 23rd, and then it's going to reveal in October, the second Friday of October. If we do see that and Azukis are pumping, I expect beans to pump, and I also expect Bobu to pump. When we originally had the Azuki pump, these went all the way up to 0.4, which is a 10x from here. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'll take a 2x in this market any day. In other blue chip news, we saw the Doodles announcement that they raised 54 million at a $704 million valuation. Now, this did cause a very short-term pump in the price of Doodles. You can see here the volume, and now it's back to normal. However, the price has fallen back down pretty much to what they were before the announcement. So a lot of people are just saying this was a pump and dump. The better play was going to be the duplicators. These were under 1 ETH for a while, and they're holding strong above 1 ETH. So if you did get in a few weeks back, you have a nice little bit of profit if you do decide to sell. But people were waiting for an announcement for a very long time. They finally did it. So I do expect to hear another announcement out of Doodles very soon, somewhere between the next 6 to 12 months. The next one I want to talk about, which isn't on the market yet, is going to be Yoga Petz. They're currently doing their Genesis Pass, which is basically like the MVPs. I'm just going to say Yoga Petz MVP auction. Now there's going to be 333 of these. It's a blind auction, so you can't see beyond the top 10 bidders. It's pretty funny. Somebody did come in here and bid 1,688 Ethereum, which is roughly $2.5 million. Now, there's no way that this is going to be the price he has to pay. It's going to take the lowest price of the top 333 bids. Now, I do plan on bidding on these. I'm going to come in somewhere and I don't know, maybe I'll bid like between 1 and 3 ETH, just hoping I get one. It's really going to depend on the number of people who bid. As you can see here, there's currently 282 people who have bid. But if it's something like, I don't know, 2,000 people bid, then I'm probably not going to bid. But if it's still relatively low, I will throw a number because I do think the odds of winning it are decent. But as you can see from the timer, at the time of filming this video, there's still 2 days left. When it's posted, there's going to be like a day and a half. So if I can get one of these for 2 to 3 ETH, due to the MVPs, the Memeland MVPs having a floor or having had a floor of 30 ETH, they're kind of getting crushed a little bit because the winners who win the ticket giveaway with the potatoes are just immediately listing them. I don't know why they don't just accept offers. Like if I just won an MVP, I have no problem accepting a 19 ETH offer. But due to the massive success of the MVPs, I do believe that the Yoga Petz MVPs can hit somewhere between 5 to 8, maybe, depending on the hype for their project. I'm not saying that's going to hit there. That's just what I'm hoping for. So if I can get one for 2, 3 ETH, I do think it is very much worth it. Even if the MVPs do go that high, I do think due to the benefits that they're giving you, spending 2 to 3 ETH is not the worst bet. Now, the one thing I don't like about Yoga Petz is how much they are essentially stealing just from Memeland. And that's, I'm not accusing them of stealing. Ray is on the board of advisors for Yoga Petz, so he is fully in support of what they're doing, but their marketing strategy is kind of like a copy paste from Memeland and the potato, or not the potatoes, but Memeland and the MVPs. So I really don't like that. And I hope it doesn't end up hurting the potatoes. There's been sort of a bit of a die down in the hype, or at least the talk around Memeland and the potatoes. I don't know if it's just the market and, you know, time going by, or if it's due to Yoga Petz having more time in the sun, especially with Ray, the CEO of 9gag's support for Yoga Petz. But it is quite quiet lately with the potatoes, so I hope they're not losing steam. I still expect the project to do very well, but it would be cool to have some sort of, I don't know, an update or something happen for Memeland. As for the potatoes themselves, the price is holding very well above 1 Ethereum. It's currently 1.25, which is amazing for a free mint. And if we look at these numbers, you could see that there are currently over 95% of potatoes that are staked. Other projects that I'm looking at, of course, I'm always interested in Clonex, in Artifact. However, the next catalyst in the Artifact ecosystem is going to be the Monolith 2. Now they should have an upcoming quest. They had tweeted a series of emojis showing their roadmap, sort of like a soft roadmap. The first item of which was the forging, which we just saw, and it ended this week. The second one was the opening of the monoliths, their quest, and the third one is going to be the pod burning. So we will see less supply on the pods. However, all my attention is on the Monolith 2. I really like these. I have 2 of them, so I'm excited to find out what's inside. I do believe we can see a price spike during the quest. Keep in mind, these were recently roughly around 1 Ethereum, or people were accepting bids really close to 1 Ethereum, and they have 2x. But I do believe if the quest is cool, if people are interested in it, which they normally are, these can go anywhere from 3 to 4 Ethereum. And then once we find out what's inside, either these are going to moon or they're going to have a big dump, depending if people like it or they absolutely hate it. Another project that I am keeping a close eye on, I'm not purchasing any right now, but it's going to be Otherside, or Other Deeds for Otherside. The floor is sitting at 1.75. They recently released this trailer. The trailer, in my opinion, is amazing. No joke, I probably watched this thing about 30 times. I really like the vibe, I like the coda, I like the music or the sounds, and I love how the ending ties into their original trailer. However, at this point, I'm still unsure on what's going to happen with the next supply of land, because they did say they're going to be doing another sale of 100k land. I don't know if that's going to be at 2 ETH again. In my opinion, if they do another 2 ETH sale, it's just going to kill the project. People are just going to be really upset, especially since the current floor price is under 2 ETH, and it's not going to be 2 ETH directly, it's going to be 2 ETH in ApeCoin. But last time, due to the price of ApeCoin, it was 2 ETH. Now, what would be really cool is if current holders got a free piece of land. That would be awesome. But at this point, I'm still waiting. As you can see here, they say the story continues later in Q4. Now, I don't know if that means another trailer or if the next land drop is going to happen, but I'm not looking to buy at these prices, at least not at this time. However, if they did go close to 1 ETH, I would definitely scoop some of these up. Other than that, there's not too much on the market I'm looking at. I am looking into Solana NFTs because that ecosystem has been doing well. And if the market were to have a massive crash, I would actually purchase some Solana crypto, because I do believe that it can once again hit all-time highs, especially with the adoption that we're seeing in Solana. The other thing that's really cool is that Farouk just tweeted today or yesterday, from the time you're watching this video, Cardano NFTs. And I did see some other people in the space like Wab here who tweeted about Cardano NFTs as well. I used to be a Cardano maxi. Please forgive me, Alex Becker. I really like Cardano, or I still like Cardano and their NFTs, but a lot of the money to be made was on Ethereum. So I just shifted my focus away from there and put it 100% on Ethereum. However, I'm still holding a lot of Cardano NFTs. So if they were to pump due to the attention that they're getting now from different influencers and just some of the projects being really cool, that would be really good to see. And I definitely would be diving back into Cardano NFTs. That's it for today's video. Keep an eye out. I'm going to have a video early this week on upcoming projects. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, would you kindly hit the subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching the Crypto Gorilla.